Gear Patrol calls their new dive watch the best sub-$500 dive watch. Full stop. Men's Health rated them as the most stylish solar watch in the game. Who are we talking about? It's Movement. They're leveling up your gift giving with the sleekest watches you can buy and the biggest deals of the season. From their innovative ceramic materials to sexy automatic divers, from ultra-thin dress watches to solar-powered statement pieces, and everything in between, Movement is making sure you're the good gifter this year for your family, your friends, or for yourself. And now you can take advantage of 30 to 50% off Movement's California clean watches, jewelry, and accessories to get them a gift they'll never forget. With fast, free shipping and returns and amazing bang for your buck, Movement makes for a relaxed shopping experience. And with one-size-fits-all watches, it's an easy, elegant gifting experience too. Shop 30 to 50% off now at mvmt.com. That's mvmt.com.
Welcome back to the Potted Together podcast. My name is Becca, and I am joined by my two co-hosts, Adam and Nicole.
Hello,
Woo, give it up for them. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Is Raise the Roof still a thing?
Yeah, in my book it is.
Scary corporate millennial talk.
I'll be that.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys heard that? Corporate millennial? It's like a different type of millennial.
No.
Oh gosh, no.
But are those the kind of people that be like, hey, I'd really like to connect with you, or can we link up sometime? No.
Yeah. Let's link up for coffee. Coffee? Should we get coffee?
Although,
No.
I feel like I do
Fuck
say some
coffee.
things that are corporate millennial. I was like, let's circle back to that. But now that the
No, you do not.
now that the new White House press secretary Jen Psaki says circle back, I don't feel too bad about it.
I like her.
Oh my gosh. Let's circle back to that. That's so funny. What's another really bad one? Massage. Let's massage that out. I think my
Oh.
mom said that in an email, and I was like, Mom, this is weird.
Oh no.
There was a short time where I was involved in the marketing committee for the bank I work at. I think mostly because I was young and had ideas. But in the committee, they would talk about penetrating certain areas. Like, we really need it. And I was just like, I don't know. Every time someone said it, Pitch Perfect came into my head where I was like, not a good enough reason to use the word penetrate. Like, never. There's never a good reason.
Never.
Never,
Never
ever.
a good reason.
Especially in corporate America. Like, what?
Oh, creepy. Okay, well, today we're going to be doing some plant trivia. We're going to be testing out our skills to see... Why did I say it like that?
Skills.
That was some corporate millennial shit right there. We're going to be testing out our knowledge and our skills to see how we face up to a plant trivia quiz. We will link this plant trivia quiz in our show notes for you to enjoy. But until then, let's do a little life update because I think some stuff has been hip-hopping around in all of our lives this week.
Hip hopping.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Who's first? Adam,
I'll go first.
you get to go first.
Yeah, we haven't had an update since we kind of did an update last week, but I wanted it
Little
to
bit.
be short because our guest was important and I wanted that to be longer. But yeah, I've just been like existing, swimming in the pool every once in a while,
Ooh.
taking care of myself
Lucky you.
and my plants. But a few weeks ago, my friend in town, Jessica, and I went to a smash room, which I don't think I didn't talk about that last week. Every once in a while you just have some rough times and you need to go break some shit. And that was actually pretty fun. You went in there, you put on a whole uniform like Breaking Bad, and you just got a bucket full of stuff you could break, and you can just hit it with a hammer, with a bat, throw it against the wall. Good times.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then afterwards we went and got a pedicure, which it's the second time in my life that I've had a pedicure, and both times I've went, I feel so bad for the person who has me as their client because I whip out this size 13 and my friggin' lanky ass legs, and they have to like roll their chair back because like the footrest that on most people hits the heel, on me was like mid calf. And,
Oh my god.
and then, I don't shave my legs or my feet, and I have somewhat hairy feet. Not like Hobbit. Well, maybe like Hobbit. But
yeah, like Frodo feet. That's what I'm
Frodo
gonna say.
feet. And, they extend your leg out because they kind of massage up your calf. And, like, there was a couple times where my big toe was, like, poking the lady's, like, like, neck. And I was just like, oh, my gosh. I was so embarrassed.
Stop.
I gave her a $10 tip just because of the pain and suffering.
The pain and suffering. Okay, but
The
it's
absolute
so
anguish.
It's so funny that like you have to roll your seat back because every time I sit in the chair, they have to scooch me all the way forward. Like they can't. Like I have the shortest little legs and they can't reach it.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Gosh. Well, I fit just right in the chair because I'm normal height. We got like freaking. Yeah, we got really, really tall Adam, really, really short Nicole, and then me, average height.
So yeah,
It works out. We're a good trio.
it was a good therapy day. Although we ate ramen for lunch, and so this was like on Tuesday, and then we had leftovers from lunch, and I left them in my car, and then I forgot to take them out of my car, and then I got into my car on Friday, so that was like 4 full days in my car in Arizona heat.
100 degrees out there right now,
And
right?
I kid you not, when I opened the door to my car, I thought someone played a prank on me and just threw dog crap into my car. It smelled so rancid that I was just like, what? And then I asked Steve to like help me take the containers in, and he's like gagging in the bathroom, dumping them out. And I'm like, you know what? Quit being dramatic.
Same.
But it was so nasty. And then I'm thinking to myself, I ate that. Like that was in my body. I don't know.
Like,
It
what is
tastes
it
good.
doing now?
Yeah. Oh.
Did you have egg in it? Was there like an egg?
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably where the
Ooh,
smell
there
was
it is.
coming from.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
Ooh, it was bad.
That's
though.
it.
Ugh.
It couldn't have, because ramen is just like, it's obviously just noodles, like probably like beef broth. What did you get? Beef ramen?
Yeah.
Beef broth. You got the beef.
I got pork.
So it's probably the meat. Oh, you got pork. I don't know how pork does. I've never had a pork ramen.
I kind
always
of
get
wished
the beef.
I wouldn't have gotten the pork though, because I'm a big texture person, and so the pork had a lot of like very fatty, chewy pieces on it, and honestly, I just can't handle it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
See, with ramen, what's cool about the beef? I haven't gotten ramen in so long because I have not found a good spot here.
Yeah, it's
but
hard.
they put it in raw and then it cooks in the water in the broth. Like what? When I first saw that, I opened up the container when they first gave it to me. And it was pink, and I was like, "What is going on here?" And then like I got home and it was cooked, and I was like, "All right, I'm not gonna ask any questions. You keep your secrets."
I'm not gonna ask questions.
You're like, this 5-star review,
Honestly,
I'm fine.
though, the best takeout containers for propagations is ramen places for sure.
Yeah, those bowls are
Absolutely.
big.
We love to see that. Did I tell you guys the time when I left chicken in my car, raw chicken, and I didn't know?
Raw chicken?
Yeah, I
Oh.
went grocery shopping in college and I bought myself some chicken. That was my big splurge. I never bought myself meat because it's too expensive. So I bought myself chicken, and I forgot that I bought it, and it fell out of one of the grocery bags and into my trunk, like in the spare tire area. I have no idea how that even happened. And my car started smelling like sulfur. Really bad. And I thought there was
Sulfur?
something wrong with my vehicle. Yeah, I was like, there's something wrong. I was like, why? I was Googling, why does my car smell like sulfur? And there's something wrong with your engine, blah, blah, blah. I took it to the car place and was like, there's something wrong with my engine. It smells like sulfur.
Oh my God.
And they're like, we don't see anything. Like, is there anything in your car maybe? I was like, no, there's definitely nothing in my car. And like a few days later, I was like sick of the smell. So I tore out everything from my car and I found the rancid chicken.
Oh.
What did it look like?
Brown.
Oh, it was probably cooking.
Probably. It was like light brown film over the top of it. Like, anyway, gross.
Oh man.
I know. I like Nicole's face right now. If you guys could see it, she looks disgusted.
Because I'm imagining what that must have smelled like. because
It's
it was
a really strong sulfur.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised it was sulfur. I mean,
wa-
sulfur is, the smell is nasty. It smells like
Yeah.
an egg fart, but, you know,
Yeah.
I would have felt like it would have been even more rancid than that.
yeah, like
I
dead
know.
body.
Yeah, like honestly, sulfur is like not a great smell, but it's one of those smells like when you smell it, you like sniff again.
Yeah.
You're like, what's that? Oh, sulfur. You just keep coming back for more sniffs.
Mama needs a hit.
Oh, okay, Nicole. Is that your update for the week, Adam?
Yeah, it is.
I saw your
All right,
pictures
Nicole, hit us.
on Instagram and I was like, ooh, that looks fun. And I feel like a lot of the time when I see people posting pictures like that, it's usually like after a breakup or after like some tragic thing happens in their life, and then they're at these rooms where they're just crushing everything. And I was like, I could probably go to one of those like once a week and be fine. Like that would be therapy, you know?
Yeah, there was some writing on the wall where it was like a message to an ex-boyfriend or something, and then
I
people
bet.
were like because you could like take a marker and write on some of the plates like messages and then smash them and stuff, and people could
Yeah.
write on the wall. So it seems
Yeah.
like there was a lot of F you dad and F you ex-boyfriend kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, so
Oh my gosh.
So my week, well, the past few weeks have been pretty busy. I feel like this is my update every week, but this is life, you know? Like I've just been back and forth from here to the new place. And the new place is about 25-ish minutes away from our house. So it's not that far, but like when you do it multiple times a day, it becomes a lot. Like I just feel like I'm just so exhausted by the end of the day. But this week I took a little break from like going back and forth because we're finally almost done painting. And my sister-in-law visited on Monday with her fiance and their son. And it was like my first time meeting my nephew, which was so much fun. It was awesome. We got him a little kiddie pool and we were hanging out in the yard. And
Oh my gosh, that's the baby that was born because Jay went for the
Yes.
birth and you didn't go. Wow,
Yeah.
time flies.
I know. He's a year and a half. So he was born in October of 2019. And I was really upset because I couldn't go because I had weddings that whole weekend. And he flew out there. And then, you know, last year with COVID, like they were doing a little get together, but most of the year was shot, you know, so we really couldn't get to New York. And New York was like the epicenter of everything. So we just stayed away. But it was exciting because we weren't expecting them to sleep over because they were actually driving through Chicago to go visit Steven, which is her fiance's name, Steven's father and like his family. So they were staying up in Madison, Wisconsin, and they ended up spending the night. So they like surprised us and they were like, yeah, I was like, yay. So it was a lot of fun. Like we watched The Grudge. So we watched a scary movie. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
The new one, like the remake?
Oh, like with Naomi Watts?
No, that is The Ring.
Oh.
That is
Grudge-
not the same movie.
Don't they both
Grudge-
have like a creepy character with long dark hair that falls over their face?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
well,
Yeah. So that's the original one was with Sarah Michelle Gellar from
Oh, okay.
Charm? Bewitched? Oh, I can't remember the name of the show. Anyway,
Buffy.
we watched
Come on.
Buffy. Yes.
The Vampire Slayer?
Yeah. She was in the original Grudge, which was really scary, like for the time that when that came out, it was scary. But anyway, we watched The Grudge and we just kind of like hung out, and it was a very relaxing day. And I realized like I don't really have those days anymore. Like COVID hit and there was nothing to do and every day was really, really boring. And then all of a sudden wedding season picked up and we got the house, and now, which I knew this was going to happen, but like now it's like unbelievably busy. Like I'm ready for those days where I could just chillax and, you know, not do anything.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my gosh.
it's kind of like makes things a little good because then you're realizing the world's like starting to open back up again, and
Yeah.
that's something. But yeah, I completely understand. And I was gonna say you've been pretty busy with weddings. I've been seeing on Instagram you've been talking about your, like I feel like every weekend you've had
Multiple
a wedding or
weekends.
two.
Yeah. I have, yeah. And it's nice to, like you said, there's nothing like that will make you realize the world's opening up more than being at a wedding and seeing people like hugging and dancing and no masks. And it's such a good feeling. Like, I thought I was going to be anxious going back into it, but because I'm vaccinated and a lot of the guest lists are vaccinated, because they don't count as like one of the people, because I like there's still some capacities we have to abide by in Chicago, but if you're fully vaccinated, you don't count towards that. So it's nice to see like and just know that most people are safe, and
Yeah.
it's a good feeling, but I'm tired.
I bet.
Yeah.
Ooh. Wow.
So what about you, Becky? How's your week?
Well, it's been a good week because finally we broke ground on the garden fence, and I've been talking about it on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So I feel like this is like old news for you guys, and probably for everybody, honestly. But it's finally happening, and my father-in-law was here because he had an appointment in Columbia, and then I was like, hey, you want to help me with this? So he kind of got like roped in for like an extra day doing that, which was so kind. Like, it's so nice to have family relatively close to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And be like, because family, it's free labor, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And he also just like knows what he's doing. He's a farmer. He's always building stuff. So that was really nice. But what else? Well, let's just talk about that for a second, because I had no idea how hard it would be to dig a hole that deep. Okay. Because the holes need to be 3 feet deep, right?
That's nuts.
So yeah. And my soil is like clay, thick freaking clay. A bunch of people got on to me about doing raised beds. Maybe not a bunch of people. Okay, let's say 5 out of like 52,000 people. Okay, so let's just put that into perspective. It was not that many people. I need to not be so dramatic. Anyway. It's really easy to like catastrophize these things, right? When you're just...
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, so... people were like, you really shouldn't be doing beds. Like, this is a waste of your money and time, blah, blah, blah. You should just use your soil, just till it, whatever. Mansplaining to me how to garden, even though, whatever. Okay. So, but I tell them, like, I have really, really clay heavy soil, and that's just not great for growing food and crops.
Yeah.
Like, and all the research that I have found, it's just not great, right? Mm-hmm. So I'd have to really, really work hard to amend the soil, or I could just do raised beds. So I'm really glad that I did that, especially now that I'm digging 3 feet deep into the ground and it's clay all the way down.
Yeah,
so,
yikes.
Yeah, a bitch made a right decision, okay? But yeah, like, just like looking at the hole, it looks so deep. Like, it's just crazy. I'd never thought that I'd be able to do anything like this. Like, moving into this house and doing all this stuff, I'm doing so much that I never thought I would ever do. Mm-hmm. And it's really cool.
Yeah.
I feel very empowered, very sore, but very empowered and strong and cool. And I freaking manned a 2-man auger.
Yeah.
So
see,
all wearing overalls. Yeah. Those bibs.
Wearing overalls. I freaking love overalls. Like, what? They're the greatest things in the whole world.
Yeah, I mean, until you have
I'm
to
upset
go to
that
the
I never wore
bathroom.
them before.
Until you have to go to the bathroom, yeah. It's like a one-piece bathing suit, pretty much.
Exactly. Okay, but let's be honest.
move it
With
to
a
the
one
side.
piece, don't you just kind of like slide it over?
Totally. It's still hard. It's still you need skills to do
hard.
that.
And you're taking a big risk of peeing on yourself.
Oh, yeah. But then, like, you're getting out of the pool, you're already wet, you're going back in, and it's like, do we really care? Not really. But still.
Exactly.
Still.
Wait, speaking of pools and pee, I saw this poll on Instagram, and it was like, have you ever peed in a pool? And, like, 30% of people said no. I'm like, you guys are liars. You're lying. What's the point?
We had a pool growing up, and my mom used to tell us kids, like me, my sister, and like our friends that came over to swim, that if we peed, the color would turn a different color, so she would know. So get out and go to the bathroom. That shit stuck with me till I was like late teens. Like, I thought that shit was real. So I never really did because I was terrified. But like, put me in a lake
Yeah.
and I ain't getting out to pee.
I mean, I don't pee in my own pool. I haven't at all ever. But yeah, I've peed in many a pool.
I'm trying to remember if I peed in your pool, Adam. I think that no, I didn't. Remember, I went inside a few times because I was like, I'm not going to pee in his pool. But I made the conscious decision. I was like, do I pee in here or do I go inside? Okay, I'm going to go inside.
Yeah. I mean, now that we're adults, it's pretty easy to tell because like if you're drinking out in the pool and someone doesn't keep getting up to go to the bathroom, you're like, okay, that's pretty sus.
You've been peeing in the
Pretty
pool, you
sus.
sicko. No, but when I was younger, we didn't like make a habit of peeing in the pool. Like normally with me and my friends, like we were so, maybe this is gross to some people, but we would like sit on the side of the pool. Like we would just sit on the edge and start peeing. So it would just trickle back in anyway. But one time my legs were squeezed really tight together and the pee just shot straight out.
Oh my god.
Like,
Adam got a
like, you know
visual.
those fancy resorts that have those like water fixtures that go over?
Added a
An
water
arch.
feature to this pool.
When I tell you I was shocked.
You're like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that.
It's embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, so good.
No one's ever going to invite you to their pool now, Becca.
Hey, as an adult, I promise I get out of the pool.
Oh my gosh. Even in lakes in the ocean, it's hard for me to pee in them because of there's that one fish in like the Amazon rainforest that like
that likes
detects
pee.
warmth and then will swim up into your urethra and like put barbs out and like to stay in there. And for some reason, any body of water that I'm in, whether it be a lake, whether it be the ocean or a river, I just assume that fish is there, even though it doesn't live anywhere but like I think the Amazon River.
Okay, good.
So, but yeah, every time it scares me.
I've never heard of such fish. Now I'm going
it's
to
a
go
thing.
Google
Yeah,
this.
it like swims up your stream.
Yeah, because it can
Ew.
detect the warmth and then just like goes into your urethra.
Gross.
Disgusting. I think it's mostly for men though. I don't think it really happens to women that often, right?
Yeah,
Or penises.
I mean, I do have a really big
It happens to
target for it to
penises.
hit, like So
Swam
Oh
right
my
into
God.
that one.
swam
You swam right into that one. Well, there you go. There's that.
That was quite an update, folks.
I was
So on
thinking.
the pee pee poo poo talk.
Now that we've talked about like the smash room and stuff, wouldn't it be fun when we get together if we did an escape room, the three of us? Have you guys
I would
ever
be
done an
terrified.
escape room?
Wait, okay, so do we
Yeah.
get to stay together?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have like claustrophobia, so I'd probably still be really afraid. Like you might see me cry, but I would be down to do it as long as
Okay.
we could stay together.
Let's
I would
do
be
it
down
then.
to do it.
That's some good content right there. Becca and I are solving puzzles and Nicole's rocking in the corner crying.
This is facts.
I mean, at the end of the day, like no matter what, I think it's like an hour. They'll let you out. You're not stuck in there forever.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, but that would be fun. We do have an escape room in our mall.
Oh.
So
Ooh.
I don't know if this is like a small town thing, but like everything's at the mall. Like the post office is at the mall, the escape room's at the mall. Like,
Yeah, it's
I don't
probably
know.
a small town thing.
I went to a mall for the first time like a couple weeks ago. For the first
the first
time in
time
a
ever?
long time. Sorry. In
Oh.
the first time in a long time. And
Okay.
wow. Malls have changed. Like the whole inside mall. At least
Yeah.
here. There were stores in there I had never heard of before. There was like 12 of the same exact pretzel store in like different areas of the mall.
Yeah.
Auntie Anne's.
Yeah. And
Oh my gosh.
I was walking by these stores with these clothes, like these mannequins and I remember being younger and picking out. I was a little fashion forward for my small town Nebraska. And I remember picking out clothes for like, when you went clothes shopping and my mom would be like, I don't like it, but you're the one that has to wear it. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I would buy these clothes. And I was looking at the shops, seeing these clothes on these mannequins, and I was like, who the hell would wear these? And I was like, oh, crap, I'm old. Like,
Yeah.
this is what kids are wearing these days.
Oh,
and I'm
yeah,
sitting
wait
here
till
like
you
my
have
mom
kids.
going like,
Oh God.
no, thank
That's
you.
that's how it is every day of my life now with a 15 and 13-year-old. Like I'm just like, what are you doing? You look great, honey. You look great. Trying to be that supportive
They're on the
parent.
fashion trends. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure
Yeah,
they're looking at me
fashion
thinking the
is
same
weird.
thing though, so it's whatever.
Yeah, they're like, I've seen that Little
Yeah.
Mermaid shirt 3 times this week, so build a bridge, get over it.
With the fucking vibes shirt.
Fucking vibes. Ooh, I gotta bring that when I visit.
Those plain
Oh my
stores don't know what to do with us, and we just like walk in there. Fucking vibes.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I cannot wait to take you guys to Vintage Hill. You're going to freak out. It's so beautiful.
I'm so
And the
excited.
fact that we're driving and we can actually buy things, we don't have to work. Well, never mind, Adam. But
That's okay.
I'm so
Besides
excited.
Adam.
We could ship it.
I
Yeah,
shipped my
we can
plants
ship it.
this morning.
I shipped my pants. Have you heard that commercial before?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I mean, honestly, Kmart came out of nowhere with that one.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
There's a commercial.
What?
It's called "I Shipped My Pants," but it was like maybe like 5 years ago.
Oh, and it sounds like she's
Kmart
saying
did a-
shit my pants.
Yeah, so it kind of So there's just a bunch of people saying like, "I shipped my pants. I shipped my pants last night," and then
Oh.
yeah,
Okay.
it was a good time.
Funny.
Legendary. Honestly, like a wonderful moment in marketing. Whoever made that,
Yeah.
like, probably got a raise, probably got a bonus. Okay, should we get into the trivia? Because we are 25 minutes in.
Yes, we are. Okay, so this is a fun little trivia thing because I just did a little test and I answered the first question. And if we get it wrong, it makes this like noise. And if we get it right, it makes like a ding noise. So I wonder if we can put that in the audio, Adam.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. So
Making more work for Adam.
I don't mind.
okay, first question. How many species of edible plants are there? Answer: 300,000, 3,000, 300, or 30,000. Why is it in that order? It's confusing. Edible plants. Like,
I'm going to
Everywhere.
say 300,000.
That's what I was gonna choose too.
300. I was going to say 30, but let's go with 300,000.
Okay.
Majority.
You were going to say
majority vote.
30,000? I was between 30,000 and 300,000.
Okay, let's do it. 300,000. Ding, 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 ding. It says of Earth's estimated 400,000 plant species, we could eat about 300,000 of them if we really wanted to. Isn't that crazy?
I've been
That's
so
good news.
you know that what's that movie? It started in Homer, Alaska, but it was about the guy who lived on a bus. Why can't it was a book and then they turned it into a movie?
Guy that lived on a bus.
Oh my gosh.
Who's the actor?
There's so many people here probably screaming.
Who's the actor?
I don't know. Kristen Stewart is in it too. Oh my gosh.
Oh, now I really want to know because I'm like movie trivia.
There's a
all
point
the
to
way.
this. I'm going to look it up on IMDb right now.
Okay.
I feel like it starts with in Stewart. I hate that I'm looking it up by Kristen Stewart. I was semi-right. Into the Wild.
I've heard of that, but I haven't seen it.
So it's about this guy who
Into the wild.
went and like remotely lived on the land in a bus. I'm paraphrasing here, but he started a journal. He ate the wrong thing. He ate a plant that was poisonous and it killed him. But obviously no
shit.
one knew that he had died because he was like, this was a while ago, and he went out into the woods. And it terrifies me because like I see things like the oleander bush here in Phoenix is everywhere, but I think it's
Yeah.
like highly toxic. So then I'm like, you know, if I'm ever caught out somewhere and need to like survive, I feel like I should start learning about these edible plants is what
Yeah.
what I'm getting to.
Well, you're in Arizona, so like the hikes you go on, like I'm sure there's a puntia everywhere, so you'll be good.
I can eat the
Like,
crap out of that.
Yeah, just shave them needles off of it, but unlike my squirrels, they like the needles. Okay, question number 2. What is the world's tallest tree? I think I know this one.
Oh,
Can you guys guess without me giving the four options?
sequoia.
Redwood.
Did you say redwood?
I said redwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, California redwood's one. Mountain ash, yellow marante, or a giant sequoia?
Sequoia was my guess. Giant sequoia.
Oh, sequoia. Giant sequoia. California redwood. I was going to say California redwood, so let's see if that's it. It is, yes.
Damn.
It's
California redwood. What?
So it was redwood?
Yeah. One California redwood in a remote area of Redwood National and State Parks has been nicknamed Hyperion by scientists, and it stands at 380 feet tall. Over 600 years old.
That's wild.
She old.
Jeez.
I've visited on the Pacific Northwest. I visited like the Avenue of Giants. Were those redwoods or are those sequoias? Have either of you two been there?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't been that far.
Probably redwoods.
West. Yeah. I don't even know what a giant sequoia looks like, but now I want to Google it. I will later. All right, number 3. Which country has the most plant species? I'll give you the 4 answers.
Country, okay.
China, Australia, Brazil, or Indonesia. I'm going to go with Brazil.
I'm going to go with Indonesia.
Brazil was my first guess,
Okay.
but I bet you it's China.
You think it's
China
China?
is
Brazil.
huge. Like China
know.
encompasses
Yeah.
a lot. So maybe I want
Yeah.
to change my answer, but I'm not going to. Indonesia, I'm saying it, but
Final answer?
yeah.
I'm going to
Brazil.
click on Brazil. It's Brazil.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of
Whoa.
shocking. It says thanks to the Amazon rainforest,
That's what I was going to say.
the woody savanna-like cerrado, and the massive inland swamp known as the Pantanal. Brazil is the greatest biodiversity of any country, with over 55,000 known plant species. That's a lot of plant
Wowie.
species. Yeah.
Dang.
Okay, number 4. Which carnivorous plant can digest not only insects, but lizards, amphibians, and even small mammals? The fuck?
Oh. Okay, I think I know which one it is, but let's see the options.
The options are the tropical pitcher plant, which I'm thinking that's what it is.
I was going to say Nepenthes, which I think is the same thing.
Okay. Cobra lily, Venus flytrap, or the Portuguese sundew?
I'm still going with pitcher plant.
I think it's pitcher plant. I think I watched a documentary
same.
on this and saw multiple animals falling into this thing. And it's kind of crazy how big those things get, you know?
Yeah. Definitely big enough for like rats and stuff to fall into. Ooh, scary.
Should we go with
that?
that?
would hurt. Yeah.
Final answer, pitcher plant? Yes. Correcto. The main thing that
Wow.
distinguishes the tropical pitcher plant from other carnivorous vegetables is its scale. The pitchers of this plant can reach over a foot in height. Whoa. That's nuts.
Wow.
Ugh.
I've never been good at keeping carnivorous plants alive. Because, you know, carnivorous plants don't want a substrate that has nutrient-rich anything. So, like cocoa peat
Oh, I didn't
only.
know that.
And distilled water only. But yeah, I've just never been good at it.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I tried the Venus flytrap like a long time ago. I had gotten like a little one from Home Depot and it died pretty quickly, but that's probably why. I didn't know that.
Also,
but it
like-
was like in one of those cups, you know?
You know that, like, I hate watching things suffer, like, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Even if I had a Venus flytrap and it needs to eat bugs or a fly, like, if I saw a fly in there, like, trying to get out, it makes me, like, want to cry. And I even do that with fungus gnats. When I walk by the little sticky traps, which
Yeah.
I kind of hate the sticky traps because they just suffer, but I also really hate fungus gnats. But
Yeah.
sometimes I'll just like squish them with my finger and then I got the crap all over my hands, like the sticky trap stuff. But I just feel so guilty seeing
Yeah.
them like with their little legs moving while they're
Suffering.
stuck there. Like I hate it.
Yeah. I can't look too close because then you see a bunch of them moving and it's just really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss there.
Yeah.
It's like those mouse traps that are the sticky mouse traps. I will
Ooh.
never use those.
No,
Steve had
no.
used those here before I got for like the scorpions and stuff. But there was like actually a snake in one of ours, which I hate snakes, despise snakes. But this is a good snake because they eat scorpions. So I'm like, okay, well, we want to keep these ones around.
Yeah.
And I just, it was way long dead. Like way long dead. But then I thought about like how it had died and I was just like, I can't do this. Like we can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
I
I've
know.
never seen a mouse in a mouse trap, but like anytime like I've seen it like on TV or in a picture, I can't look at it. It's so like inhumane, you know?
It's sad. But okay, I've seen like no-kill mouse catchers or
Oh,
whatever,
yeah.
mouse traps. And that just seems like a great option, you know? You just like leave, like drive a few miles up the road,
Yeah.
drop it in somewhere, and then nobody has to die.
It's
So-
funny. It's funny you bring that up because our good friend Steve, yeah, I've killed that on Instagram. He had a possum. Did you see his stories in his bedroom? And I was like, how is he going to get this thing? And then he set a trap and I was like, oh, no, I don't want to see it, you know? And it was one of those no-kill ones. Like it just went in, closed the door, so he was able to get it out of his house. And I was like, oh, I knew I liked
they're
you for a
so
reason.
cute.
Could you imagine waking up in the middle of the
No.
night and having a possum on your bed? I mean,
No,
they're
absolutely
cute,
not.
kind of.
Oh
I
my
do
God,
not
no,
think they're
I would
cute.
shit myself.
I think they're
promptly.
giant rat. They look like giant rats. Yeah, they're fuzzy, but no.
I had a
They're so
coworker.
cute.
Steve's story reminded me of that because I had a coworker who like randomly would find like little turds of something on her washer and dryer,
no.
and the same thing happened. A baby possum got into her home when her screen door was open, and then they only come out at night because they're nocturnal, and so like they
Yeah.
never saw it, and it was like weeks. Like she kept every other day she would find something on like the and I was like, it made me laugh really hard. But yeah, gross.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
Question
I hope-
number
Actually, I don't hope that happens to me. I take it back. I'm sorry.
No, don't.
Don't put that in the world.
Take it back. Take it back. Because it'll happen while we're visiting you, and then I'll have a heart attack.
Oh my god. A good.
It'll
good
be in your
content.
bed.
Amazing content again.
I guess, yes. It's
Amazing.
true. Okay, number 5. What is the fastest growing plant? I would not know this. But the 4 options are duckweed, bamboo, eucalyptus, or algae. Maybe algae.
Algae.
Ooh, I'm between duckweed and algae, but I'm gonna go with duckweed.
I was...
I thought bamboo maybe, but I'm gonna go with algae.
Yeah, I don't know what this is either. Which one should I choose?
You can choose algae since both of you thought algae.
Okay. No. Oh, that was a loud noise. It scared me. Okay, let's click.
Scare me.
It didn't give me the right answer, so let's click duckweed. Ah,
Oh.
scary. Okay, bamboo.
Bamboo.
It's bamboo.
Oh.
Oh, I should have listened to myself.
I thought that would be the. I saw bamboo and I was like, that seems like it'd be the slowest growing. But wow, 35 inches in a
No.
single day.
I've heard that bamboo is like, I don't know if invasive is the word, but
Yeah.
it's like, it'll take over.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
What
that
the
was
heck?
that
That's
was
why on Animal Crossing, every time you plant a bamboo, another one pops up to go plant somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's just
True.
a constant cycle.
true. Should have just listened to Animal Crossing. Okay,
I know.
number 6. Which plant was once more valuable than gold in Holland?
Tulips.
The tulip? Yeah.
I was sorry. Holland and tulips, they just go together for me, but continue.
Tulip, lily, orchid, or potato? I was going to say orchid.
I say potato.
I'm going to say tulip.
Oh, okay. I'm going to pick tulip. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
It was so valuable in Holland that its bulbs were worth more than gold. It doesn't say how much more,
Wow.
but that's interesting. Tulips.
Listen, I said potatoes because I was thinking like famine or something, food.
Yeah, because the question did say was once,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, what color were carrots originally? Yellow, white, orange, or purple? Purple.
Purple?
Right?
I'm going to say purple.
You too, Adam?
Yeah.
Purple?
I say purple.
Yes. Yes. The modern day carrot wasn't cultivated until Dutch growers in the late 16th century took mutant strains of the purple carrot and gradually developed them into sweet, plump orange variety that we have today. There's still purple carrots, though. Like, I like to get those combination bags with, like, the yellow, purple, and they don't taste any different.
You like to taste the rainbow. You know, when I was younger, they brought out, like, Heinz ketchup did this thing where they had green ketchup and purple ketchup, and my brother was obsessed with them, and he would always eat them, but to me, it grossed me out. Like, a food that should be a color was a different color. I don't know.
That kind of freaks me out, like, around, like, the holidays or, like, St. Patrick's Day when they turn everything green. I'm like, no.
No.
Green food coloring. I don't know about that.
I'm okay. Okay. Number 8. What plant does vanilla coloring come from?
What
vanilla coloring?
Vanilla coloring.
An orchid.
Flavoring. Sorry, flavoring. Vanilla flavoring come from?
Vanilla bean.
An orchid. Vanilla orchid.
Yeah. So it's lilac, orchid, evergreen tree, or crocus.
Yeah.
Orchid? I did not know this at all.
Orchid.
I don't know what I would have guessed. Orchid?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the place near you, Nicole, or that you go to do a lot of photo shoots in that tropical garden? Why can't I think of the name?
Shoot.
The big one that has the airwood room and the desert room and
yeah. Oh my god.
Conservatory something.
Yeah, it's Garfield Park.
Yeah, they have a huge vanilla orchid plant in there, and
that's
the reason I knew
right.
that is because there was a plaque and like, this is what vanilla is made from, and I was like, oh, didn't know that.
See, information doesn't stick in my head like that. Just doesn't. Okay, how many gallons of water can a baobab tree store in its trunk? Am I saying that right? Baobab. Baobab.
Baobab?
I don't know what this...
Baobab?
I don't know what this... Baobab?
Baobab.
Baobab? I don't know this tree, so I don't know this.
So this makes me feel like it's probably a caudex tree that has, like, you know, that caudex at the bottom if it's storing water. Kind of like ponytail palms and...
Like the big old, like, bulb trunk.
Yeah.
Okay, the options is 320 gallons, 32 gallons, 3,200 gallons, or 32,000 gallons. I'm going to go with...
I vote 32.
320 gallons.
Wait, what did you vote, Becca?
32.
I'm going to go with 3,200.
Okay.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, it wasn't 3,200. It's not 32. And it's not 320. 32,000 gallons of water.
What?
The circumference is...
Spell this plant again.
The circumference is more than 82 feet.
Baobab.
They have an upside-down appearance and a massive trunk. I mean, 82 feet. That's a big-ass trunk.
Oh, okay. Oh. If I would have looked up the photo, I would have been like, okay, definitely like the 1,000.
That's like the Lion
one.
King tree.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's some chonky boys out there. That's kind of a cool tree.
Yeah. Okay. A painkiller and fever reducer can be made from the bark of which tree?
Ooh, this is ibuprofen. Oak?
Want me to read them?
Yeah, give me an answer.
Yeah, read them.
Okay, one is oak, willow, beech, or sequoia.
I'm going to go with oak.
I would have said oak.
Okay, oak.
No.
It's willow. Sequoia.
Yeah, it's willow.
Dang.
Willow.
A precursor to aspirin found in bark from the willow trees has been used for its health effects for at least 2,400 years. Holy moly. I always wonder how people, like, discover things like that. You know, like someone's got a headache one day and they're just like, let me just, you know, shave off a piece of this willow tree, or let me just eat this willow tree leaf and see what happens.
I have Peperomia elongata, and when I first bought it, it was one of my first plants I got from Steve's Leaves. In the description on Steve's Leaves, it said that it was there's research in finding that the Peperomia elongata can be used for cancer therapies. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. But I mean, I don't know how they do it and how they figured it out, but I'm sure that there's probably tons of plants and stuff out in nature now that could like help with things, and people just haven't discovered them.
For sure. Absolutely. Okay. What is a cluster of bananas called? I don't like. Okay, the four are bunch, clutch, clan, or hand. I'm thinking a bunch of bananas, but why does that sound too basic?
Is it because
bunch?
I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts? I'm going to say bunch too.
Okay. No. See, I knew that was too simple. A clan? No. Hand? It's a hand. I've never heard of a bunch of bananas, being called a hand of bananas. Like, I wouldn't be like, hey, I'm going to go pick up a hand of bananas real quick.
What the heck?
Isn't that weird?
Maybe you should start
10 to 20 bananas known as fingers.
What the?
That makes me feel uneasy.
I just don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know how I feel about that either. I was going to skip that question, but... Okay. What is the chief natural pollinator of pineapples? This is interesting. Bees, lemurs, hummingbirds, or bats? Is it lemur? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Lemur, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say
hummingbirds.
Okay, I'm gonna. It wouldn't be bats because bats only come out at night.
And they're in like caves and stuff and dark. Yeah. Well, I don't know. But lemurs?
Are pineapples night bloomers?
You're gonna say lemurs?
Okay, so I'm thinking bats because I feel like pineapples are mostly grown in like really hot tropical areas, and I feel like a lot of cactus open their blooms at night because during the day would be detrimental. So I want to say bats.
But pineapples aren't cactus.
I know. It was probably a stupid answer.
Okay, let's go for it. Let's go for pineapple. Bats.
You want to say bats? Okay, I'm gonna go with hummingbirds, but let's see. It's not bats. It's hummingbirds.
Oh.
That was a total guess. I had no like reasoning for that.
That was hard.
I remember the first time I saw... Sorry, I keep interjecting after these questions. But like pineapples growing on their bush, never knew that's how they grew. Like, because it was so wild to see a pineapple just sitting on top of a bush.
Although this says, in the wild, pineapples are pollinated primarily by hummingbirds, although certain wild pineapples are foraged and pollinated at night by bats. So it's both.
Tricky.
It's both.
So we were both right.
Okay. What does the world's tallest flower smell like?
Shit. A rotting corpse.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Okay, one of the answers is rotting meat, ammonia,
that's the one.
Buttered popcorn, or peanut butter. Rotting meat?
Yeah.
Rotting meat.
Yeah. Gross.
I gotta smell one.
It's the corpse flower.
Yeah.
The flower of the Titan arum is the largest unbranched flower in the world and can reach up to 15 feet tall, and the bloom produces a smell like that of rotting meat, giving the common name of the corpse flower.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yep.
That's what Becca's car smelled like.
I've smelled that a time or two. It's not good.
If you guys can't get a sniff of a corpse flower, just dump some chicken into your spare tire well.
Yep.
Okay. Of the 1,700 known species of cactus, actually 1,750 known species of cactus, how many are native only to Americas? Ooh, these numbers are weird. Okay, 1,125, 1,337, 1,568, or 1,749. I'm going to go with the highest number just to do that.
Okay.
Because 1,750 known species of cactus are in the world, but how many are only native to the Americas? It'd be interesting if only one species was native to another part of the world.
Yeah. I really don't know.
Well, there was like a 13, right? 1,300. That's what I'm going to go with.
Okay. What about you, Becca?
Whatever you're going with, Nicole. I'm lost on the numbers.
Okay. Yeah, I know. It's hard to hear it. Okay, 1749. I was right.
So there's only one species of cactus.
It says cacti are native to the Americas, ranging from Patagonia in the south, parts of Western Canada in the north, except for only one species, the Ripsalis baccifera, which also grows in Africa and Sri Lanka.
Wow.
One species only.
Well, now this is confusing me, because if they said that the Ripsalis was the one from Africa, then they're grouping jungle cacti in with this whole species of cactus?
It's Ripsalis baccifera. Well, yeah, that's true.
That's like the mistletoe one, right?
I just feel like if they're talking, we don't have a lot of jungles in America, so I don't understand that. Unless they're saying no, because South America wouldn't be.
Yeah, it that's what it says.
Yeah, Ripsalis baccifera,
Yeah.
however that's pronounced, is the mistletoe cactus.
Oh. Yep.
Trésant.
That's kind of crazy though when you think about like that many different species and none of them are native to any other parts of the world. That's kind of crazy, and how that even is, you know. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to skip here. What is the only edible member of the bromeliad family? Okay, I would think pineapple. Pineapple, kiwi, coconut, or banana. Pineapple is the only one that looks like a bromeliad to me.
I agree. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So pineapple? Yes.
Yeah.
It's indigenous to South America, where it's been cultivated for many, many centuries.
Every time I saw a bromeliad in like the plant store, I thought someone painted on them. Like I legit thought that someone took spray paint and spray painted a circle on them.
Because they're so colorful.
Yeah.
They are. Okay, how many sexes of papaya plants are there? This is interesting. 0, 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to say
1.
Yeah, I guess what's the difference? If there's 1 sex or 0 sex, isn't that the same? No.
Well, is the papaya self-pollinating? That's the question here.
That's the question. That's the Google question. Okay, I'm going to say like 1 as well. I'm going to think that they are self-pollinating.
I'm going to
go with 1?
I'm going to say 0.
You're going to say 0?
I don't really understand why, though.
Oh, it's not 1. It's not 0. Really? 2?
3?
Okay, 3? The male, the female, and the hermaphrodite. The male produces only pollen, never fruit, and the female produces small inedible fruits unless pollinated. The hermaphrodite can self-pollinate since its flowers can contain both male stamens and female ovaries. Most commercial papaya orchids contain only hermaphrodites. That's pretty cool.
We love someone going against the binary.
Yes, we do. Okay, let's see. Last question. Which plant has a sting that can last for years? Ooh. A sting. Years. A deadly nightshade. Gimpy? Jimpy? I don't want to say that. GYM pie. How do you pronounce that?
No clue.
Don't know. Poison ivy or Jimson weed? I'm going to say poison ivy because that's the only one that I know, but
I'm going to say nightshade.
A sting.
What was the last one?
Jimson weed.
I'm going to go
JIM.
I'm going to go with that one.
Jimson weed. Okay, Becca, you're deadly nightshade?
Yeah.
Let's see if it's Jimson weed. No. Deadly nightshade? No. Poison ivy? It's this Jimpy. It's an Australian shrub that's nicknamed the suicide plant.
Oh.
And its sting has been described as being burnt with hot acid and what? ELECTROCUTED. Electrocuted? Oh, electrocuted. I thought it was an
It's
actual
okay.
thing at the same time. Okay, that's really painful. Where is this thing located at, though?
It's at Australia.
Australia.
Of course.
Oh,
'Cause
Australian shrub.
Everything wants
Of
to kill
course,
you in
yeah.
that country.
Okay, well, we need to send this to our dear friend Scott. Scott grows an avocado tree, and Kathy,
Yeah.
and let them know of this suicide plant, which they probably know exactly what it is. That's scary.
Ugh.
Like, what is
I'm
this
not vibing
word?
with that.
That was really fun. This was a pretty good quiz.
I just
liked
looked up
this.
that plant, and it just looks very like, plain Jane.
Like you'd touch it if you saw it.
Yeah. Because it
Well,
looks
that's scary.
fuzzy, and every time I see something fuzzy, I want to touch it.
That's how it reels you in.
Oh my gosh, it really is just like a leafy. I have plants that look like this in my yard, but they're not this plant, obviously.
Yeah. I so want to visit Australia,
Me too.
but I'm also so afraid to go to Australia. With
Are you?
the amount, like, I think in a city would be fine, but like trekking anywhere in Australia, just because there's like the most deadliest snakes in the world, there's that spider that will chase you, like
Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't do good in that
all
scenario.
of this stuff.
Huntsman.
Ugh.
Yeah, but
The
Like-
snakes alone, no.
kangaroos, you guys.
I know.
But kangaroos, you can walk right up
Kangaroos.
to them and hang out with them.
Kangaroos, koalas.
Koalas, you could just pick them up out of the trees and hold them.
Wombats.
Actually, I don't think you can do that. Wombats.
Yeah, wombats are so cute.
Okay, this is why I love, what are they called? Possums, because it's the only marsupial in North America.
Are they?
Really?
Yes. I think it's in all of North America. It's the only one.
And they
Have you
eat
seen
ticks?
any
Lone
out there?
marsupial. Oh, I see them all the time. Most
Do
of the
you?
time, they're splattered on the road.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I live outside of town, so I don't know if I want to say that out loud. In the area that I live, there's a lot of roadkill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Missouri does a really, really bad job of picking it up. So I will watch a deer freshly hit turn into a skeleton.
Oh my gosh.
like- I was driving on the highway the other day and I saw a deer skeleton. I'm like, come on, like, what's going
That
on
had
here?
to have
What
been
can
there
we
for
do?
quite some time.
It had that's like weeks, months.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty disgusting. If anyone from the Missouri government wants to talk to me about this, please explain yourself. This is embarrassing for you.
The Missouri government. That was a lot of fun, though. That was cool. That would be something fun to do, like, as a video, too. Like, plant trivia.
Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
It would.
Not as fun as Plant
It would.
Pictionary.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not as fun as Plant Pictionary.
True.
Which, by the way, speaking of video, do we have a new video up today? Did we gather ourselves up and film a video this weekend?
Why don't we say we do? Because let me tell you, it's probably the easiest video we'll ever film. We're just filming our favorite plant shelf. Let's do it. Let's do it, guys.
We've known about this for like 2 months.
Yes.
So,
Yep. If I don't have a constant like reminder, which is usually our Nicole here, who
I know,
is
I'm
so
so
good
sorry.
at that. But
I've been
I
so
forget.
busy.
so
I know.
it's Thursday.
Are we up for
currently.
it?
Thursday currently, so we need to film, and then Becca has edited graciously all of our YouTube content.
Yeah, are you
beautifully.
okay with that, Becca? Like,
let's do it. Bring it on.
okay, I'll get it to you today.
Cut to
We're
Becca on
going with
Sunday,
it.
just like cussing us all out. Like you,
Screw
fucker. You
I don't think this is gonna
motherfucker.
work, guys.
I will rain hellfire.
I can't do
down
it
on you.
anymore.
I know that I'll be able to pull it out. So just let's do this. On that note, head over to our YouTube channel to check out our favorite plant shelves. We all have very different plant styles, plant types. So definitely go check that out. I'm very excited to film this then. Hee hee. Okay.
Wait.
Again. What?
Okay. No, I just thought of the fact that I moved half of my plants over to the new house already, but that's okay. I'll create a favorite plant shelf. Most of my Hoya are still here. Okay, so we'll go with that.
There we go.
We'll work with it. Okay, cool. Upload that to the drive whenever you are ready. I'm going to edit it on Sunday.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, great. Admin aside, if you want to check out the quiz that we took, you can check out that in the show notes. Also, head over to our YouTube channel. Of course, as we've been talking about, we will have that YouTube video up showing you our favorite plant shelves. You can follow us on Instagram, Potted Together. We are filming our season finale next week, which is a big, fun deal. We're going to pause. As you know, our show runs in seasons. So we're going to take a little break because we got a lot of life happening in the next couple of weeks. Nicole is moving. That's a big thing. So, and it just like worked out with the season anyway at the start of the summer. So we're going to take a couple weeks off and gather ourselves up and get ready for season 3. We're going to be seeing each other in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh.
So exciting.
We're having a Vax Girl summer. So fun. But yeah, so definitely follow us on Instagram if you want to see all this fun stuff. Keep up with us during our break. Yeah, we're really excited that you guys have been listening. If you've been listening through season 1, now season 2, you guys are the best. It means the world to us. So yeah, head over to Instagram, Potted Together. And do we have any listener questions today? Do we want to do that?
Yeah, we do. Let's get 2 of them in here.
Let's get them in.
Let's just get them in, you know?
Well, this one's just kind of a quick one. Are we ever going to have our partners on the podcast?
Oh, yes. There's a few people that have asked that. I already know my husband's completely game for that. I don't even have to ask him.
Yeah.
I think Daniel would be okay. We'd have to have a good topic if we were to have them on. So,
like, how do you feel about the plant collections you were forced into having?
Yeah. It'd have to be like, maybe we could do like a Q&A with all of them or something.
Yeah, because I feel like Jay is the only one out of all 3 of them that is used to being in front of a camera.
Yeah.
So like,
true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it could be centered on like, hey, let's like have them, answer all these questions, because that would just be like panic.
Yeah. But I mean, like, forced to live with a plant addict would be a fun topic.
True Life. Remember that series on MTV, True Life?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh gosh.
I found that my library app. I have access to like a bunch of TV shows and movies, and True Life was one of the TV shows, and I was like, should I watch this?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, the Friends reunion is airing today.
I know.
Sorry.
And so is Cruella.
Random.
Where is it airing?
HBO Max.
On HBO Max. Jinx.
I have that.
You do?
The Friends thing, but I have never watched the full series of Friends. So would it be relevant to me then?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Well, if
it's just them talking about their experience. I don't think it's like it's not a scripted show.
No, it's just a reunion, I think.
Okay. Also, the Cruella thing. I got a YouTube ad for that. That's my first time ever even hearing about it, and it comes on theaters tonight.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. You can order it on Disney Plus too. I want to see it so bad because I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm a big villain girl. Like Disney, love Disney 100%, but villains from Disney are my thing. Like so when this came out, I was like, "Oh my gosh, Emma Stone and Emma Thompson."
Yeah,
so good.
Emma Stone being Cruella, like I was like obsessed.
I know.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna fall in love with Cruella now.
Yeah,
I know.
Watch out.
Well, in like the live action and the animated, she looked scary. So is this like her backstory?
Yeah,
her origin story.
I think so.
I mean, she must have hustled to be a prominent fashion designer. So I mean,
yeah.
I tried to watch Raya and the Last Dragon on Disney Plus because it was like you could get it with Premier Access, but it's like $30, which I understand.
That's the
movies
same.
Aren't much a thing anymore. But I think I'll pay it for Cruella. I didn't pay it for Raya, but I really do want to see it. So I'm waiting till June 1st because that one comes out on June 1st, I think.
Right. Right. I want to see that one too. But yeah, I think that like the third, when you think about it, if you're going to the movie theater with, you know, your partner or your kids or whatever, a trip to the movie theater for our family is well over $100. Well over $100. So if we can order a movie in our living room for $30, I'm like, it's worth it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, when you have so many people.
Right. Okay, one more question. Hoya and terracotta, like, how do they do?
Do it.
I think do it. I have a few in terracotta, a few in leca. Most are in leca, but I don't think that there's any specific Hoya that would not do well in terracotta.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, well, I think the... Oh, sorry,
no,
go ahead.
you go.
I was going to say the big debate of it is that the roots will grow inside of the porous clay. But all you have to do is soak the pot before you pull it out if you're really worried about it. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. Like, I've unpotted so many Hoyas from terracotta and literally nothing happened. Like, some roots ripped, but nothing happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was going to say, too, because I think people are just like, oh, it'll ruin the roots. But, like, the plant's roots aren't all on the outside of the pot. Like, there's roots in the soil. Yeah, when you repot plants, you destroy a few roots. I've even, like, taken a net pot out, and if the roots are too wild, I just take scissors and cut them all off, so they're not, like, all, you know, down, and everything's been fine, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the soaking trick is helpful. Like, just soak it in water, the whole pot, and it'll release.
Because honestly, the same thing happens with leca. Like, with a lot of different plants, like the roots, if you don't have the soft, like, leca clay pebbles and you have, like, jaggedy ones, those roots can get in there and they can do the same thing as growing into, like, the terracotta pots. So losing some roots is never really going to damage your plant. It's not. As long as there's a substantial root system, you're good.
I mean, the other concern is, you know, underwatering or overwatering. If you're an overwaterer, I think terracotta would be good. If you're an underwaterer, you might not want to do it, but
yeah, that's very
just
true.
all depends on your plant parent style.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good questions. Keep them coming. If you have any other questions for us, feel free to email us pottedtogetherpodcast@gmail.com, and we might read your question in the coming weeks.
Yes.
Awesome. And lastly, you can follow us all individually on Instagram, Daily Plants, My Clean Leaves, Not Dude, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and that's all the business we have to do. So thank you very much for listening, and we will talk to you next week. Bye. Bye.
Say hello to your viral era. With Planoly, creators grew their social following by 6 times in just 3 months. Planoly is the only social planning tool you'll need to get inspired, stay organized, and level up your content. And now you can auto-post across Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and Pinterest. Try it free for 7 days at Planoly.com. That's planoly.com. And for a limited time only, use code CHEERS40 for 40% off all annual plans. Our best deal ever.